This is one of the most expensive cities on the planet. Welcome to episode 5 of Crossing Europe Without Flying. After traveling all the way from southern Spain to Gothenburg, Sweden in just 7 days, I am now gonna take a bus to Oslo, Norway. Spoiler alert, it won't be cheap. Right, we are at the bus station now. The bus is gonna depart in about 15 minutes. So let's go find the platform. Should be over here. I booked myself an Airbnb here. It's a private room again inside somebody's apartment. So I'm gonna head there now and check in. Walking toward my Airbnb now, and I am in an area close to the central train station. And this area seems to be very multicultural because right there we have a mosque. Then we have lots of multicultural shops and restaurants. So yeah, interesting place. This is the Airbnb where I'm staying at here in Oslo. It's a private room inside an apartment, and as you can see, it's got a nice double bed. We also have a TV, a clothes rack, and a fridge with some coffee and this chair right here. And then this is the view. You can see some tall buildings in the center of Oslo and some neighboring apartment blocks. I am paying about 55 euros a night for this room, which, you know, isn't super cheap, but we are in the world's most expensive city here. So yeah, it's not a bad deal, I would say. I'm actually gonna stay here for 2 nights, and tomorrow I'm gonna explore the city of Oslo, and I also have to figure out what I'm gonna do next, because I am still almost 2,000 kilometers away from the North Cape, and I have no clue how to get there. After checking into my Airbnb, I went to a local pub to watch football. I got a 0.4 liter beer for 10 euros. Welcome to Norway. Now I want to go get some food. It is 6:30 p.m, day 8 of Crossing Europe Without Flying. And yeah, I have absolutely no clue where to go here in Oslo to find some food. So I think I'm gonna do some research on Google and then I'll find a place. My first hunch was to go to the supermarket, but 60 euros for a filet. The ready meals weren't so expensive, but unfortunately my room didn't come with a microwave. Yeah, they don't have anything that's already cooked in here, so I gotta go somewhere else. I ended up going to an Indian place and I got a plate of lamb curry and a Coke for 22 euros. Alright guys, that was my first evening here in Oslo, Norway. Day 8 of Crossing Europe Without Flying is coming to an end. And yeah, I gotta say that if you come here from Sweden, you will definitely feel a difference in prices. And you know, Sweden is not a cheap country to travel to, so that should tell you something about the prices in Norway. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the sack early today because I got a busy schedule tomorrow. So, see you then. Good morning guys, it is 9:15 a.m, day 9 of Crossing Europe Without Flying, and we are in Oslo, Norway. It is Sunday morning, and as you can see, the place is absolutely dead. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some breakfast now, and then we'll go explore this city. Right, here's what I got. A croissant and a Norwegian cake, and then a little slice of pizza like that, and orange juice, which is freshly squeezed, and a coffee. And all of this together was about 13 euros, which really isn't that bad. That was a very nice breakfast for a reasonable price, and I think that this place Bakstube is actually a chain, so I might head back there during my time here in Norway. And one of the things that is really weird here in Oslo is that it is past 10 a.m. now and the sun still hasn't risen properly, so it's not dark outside. There is some light, but yeah, it feels like sunrise. And now it's February, so the days aren't as short as they are in January or December, but still, you have to get used to it. Alright, I've got my bag. Now let's go see some places in Oslo. It's my first time here, so I'm pretty excited to see what this city has got to offer. We are now walking over a bridge next to the central train station. It's right over there actually. And here you can see some of the modern architecture in Oslo. Pretty impressive actually. And then behind this bridge we should get to the waterfront. As you probably know, Norway is full of fjords and Oslo is situated on the inner fjord. So we're gonna go have a look at that now. And here this area is a bit more happening than the area where I just came from, because the area behind the train station was absolutely dead on a Sunday morning. Behind me over there we have the Museum of Munch. It's a very famous Norwegian painter, but I don't know how to pronounce his name. Anyways, his most well-known piece of art is exhibited in a different museum, not this one, so we might head there later. Now, let's walk a bit more here. We are standing in front of Oslo Opera House, and I just realized that you can ascend to the roof, so I think that's what I'm gonna do now. We are now leaving the area of the Opera House. It's right over there actually. Beautiful building. And yeah, let's go see some more places. Right, we are now in the main pedestrian zone here. And it's a lot more happening than before. The city has definitely come to life. Behind me you can see the Norwegian Parliament. Pretty cool building, it looks like an old castle, and there is apparently a very good museum here in the center, so I think we'll go check that out now. I actually wanted to visit a museum with Viking ships, but that one is closed right now, I just found out, so let's head into the National Museum instead. Quite busy in here, probably the busiest place I've seen in Oslo so far. In this gallery right here, they seem to have a lot of Greek and Egyptian stuff, but to be honest, that is not why I came here. So let's go see the other galleries. These are the dresses from the Norwegian royal family, because of course Norway is still a monarchy. They seem to have a mix of Norwegian and international painters in here. Not a bad collection, I have to say. Here we have some works by Paul Cézanne and Vincent van Gogh, the famous Dutch painter. And this is one of his portraits, self-portraits. He actually did many of those. This isn't one of the famous ones, but yeah, Vincent van Gogh. And this is Gauguin, who was famous for painting Polynesian women, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's continue a little bit here. That was the National Museum. Pretty nice collection and a good mix between old and more modern art. And now we are at the banks of the fjord here, and there seems to be some kind of port with lots of ferries. And I think that I'll go check out whether I can just hop on one of those ferries and go around the fjord a little bit. Got myself a hot dog and a coffee, and that's gonna be my lunch. The hot dog was 5 euros and the coffee was 2 euros, which isn't too bad. Don't get me wrong, this is a properly expensive place. But if you're watching this in London, New York, Miami, Los Angeles, maybe Singapore, then you won't be too shocked by the prices, because I don't think that there is that much of a difference, to be honest. And I also think that Switzerland is probably more expensive right now, because now I'm here in February and it's really off season, so I'm getting a few good deals, especially my Airbnb and also some other things. So yeah, I mean, it is very expensive, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I haven't got a clue how often these ferries run or until what time, but the time now is about 2 p.m. so I think that we should have plenty of time to get on one and then just do a little round trip. Right, so apparently this ferry does a little round trip and it takes about 1 hour, which is perfect for me. We are now in the interior part on the lower deck, and yeah, pretty nice ferry. Let's see what the landscapes are like. I think I'll head outside. It's not that cold actually. As you can see there, the sun is already going down and it's only 2:30 p.m. That is Oslo in winter. Nice little boat trip there. It is actually a ferry that connects the different islands that are scattered all around the inner Oslo fjord. And yeah, you can get on and off on each island. But to be honest, I was a bit too tired, so I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, beautiful landscapes. And the time now is around 4 p.m. and it's getting dark. So I think that I'll head back to my Airbnb now. Alright guys, I am in my room now and I'm doing some editing on my laptop, and I also booked the next steps of the journey. Tomorrow evening I'm gonna take a night train, and then the day after that I'm gonna take another train. And after this train journey the going will get tougher because I'm gonna be in the Arctic Circle and there aren't that many connections between the towns up there. Anyways, day 9 of crossing Europe without flying is coming to an end. Tomorrow I'll have another full day here in Oslo because my train leaves at around 10 p.m. and yeah, I'm not yet sure what I'm gonna do. I am a bit tired, I have to say. I am starting to feel this challenge. So yeah, I'm gonna get some rest now and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning guys, today is day 10 of crossing Europe without flying and we are still in Oslo, Norway. Now I wasn't planning on doing much today because I'm gonna take a night train later this afternoon, but the weather is absolutely perfect, about 10 degrees Celsius, which to be honest I didn't expect here in Oslo in February, so I think that I'm gonna head to a park now. This is pretty crazy. I am just 10 minutes from the center of Oslo where there is no snow at all, and then look at this here, piles of snow. But I guess this was from before. I seem to be on some kind of cemetery here, but the park that I want to see is into that direction, so it's not far away. This is just ice here. It's very difficult to walk here, especially because I am wearing sneakers. We have a mix of snow and ice here, and I am really surprised that this doesn't melt because it's 10 degrees outside and sunny. Norwegian weather is weird. I just hope that it won't be like this in the Arctic Circle. I mean, snow is fine, but with this mix of snow and ice, it's just very difficult to walk, especially with my shoes. And of course it's my own fault because I came here completely unprepared, as always. Right, we are inside Vigeland Park now, and over there behind me you have this huge monument with lots of statues of naked men and women of different ages, and then also a big monolith. And I'm gonna end the episode here because I now have to head back to my Airbnb, check out, get my stuff, go to the train station and then prepare for my very long train journey to the Arctic Circle. So, I'll see you in the next one.